Hello everyone, my name is Shyam Gurud and today's video topic is today's date is 6 October and today's video topic is compiler, interpreter and assembler. Uh, First one, what is the translator? If there is the compiler, interpreter and assembler, there is the translator. First one is what is meant by translator. Translator means we mostly write a program in high level language. High level language means we they can understand humans but they cannot understand computer machine. It means high level language. Example of high level language, it can be English. English is a high level language and humans are generate high level language code and they cannot understand machine, and it means machine can understand only high level language means source code, and machine code understand only binary language, it means low level language, and they can be understand binary zeros and ones language, but humans cannot understand binary language, they can understand high level language, and their work, their conversion work is, it means it works compiler, interpreter and assembler. They can work translate high level language in machine code, and they can they translate machine code into high level language into machine code step by step, and it means first one, assembler is they can translate assembly level assembly language convert into assembly code, and next one is a compiler. Compiler is a converter. Compiler converts full program convert into source code or bytecode, and they can execute a code, compile a code. It means compile means compiler can hold a program, compile and check a syntax. Compiler is a syntax rule, check a syntax rules, grammatical error, and they can first they can compile and then show the list of the error, and they confuse a user. Disadvantages of compilers, they confuse user, and compiler can execute the program and they convert machine code, and machine code they have no error, they have no error, then they can execute the code and convert into txt file. Txt file means object object converting object code, and they can show output of this code by user, but interpreter only different by compiler. Interpreter convert line by, they can execute a line by line code, and they cannot they cannot create a file of a txt file like compilers. They directly show output, they can execute line by line code, and it means compiler is a work very fastly, and interpreter work very slowly. Why work slowly? They can execute a line by line by code, and compiler will execute whole of program in one time, and compiler will be show a list of our errors, but interpreter cannot show. They can execute line by line, and they can see any error, they can stop and show error by interface of user interface. and there is their interpreter is sorry interpreter. Thank you.